Last one before we break, live odds, sportsbookreview.com. Baylor and Oklahoma. Oklahoma 16, 80 the total. It's turmoil. Linwood suspended for pushing a coach on the sidelines. They got beat 62-22 last week at home against TCU, who's average at best. We know they're going to clean house. Grobe's gone at the end of the year. Going to be a ton of changes. And then in some kind of a tribute or to honor Bryls, they were going to go all black. They were wearing bandanas. What are these guys doing?
They're losing. They've been put in a really crappy situation. Look, let's not take it out on the players, what happened off the field by other players and by coaches and by administrators at Baylor. The kids that are in that program, they got screwed. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, because that was a national championship contending team this year that is no longer a national championship contending team. And you talk about last week's loss, 62-22 by a TCU team that hasn't really been able to do that this year. And the fact that they were some of the players, not all the players, this wasn't everybody together. Some of the players had bandanas with CAB, which stands for Coach Art Bryles, on them last week as part of the black uniform. Jim Grobe talking about what happened. Coach Bryles recruited all these guys. I have no problem that they care about Coach Bryles. I just think that if you get too caught up in making statements, you play terrible. And that's what happened. When something happens to someone in your family, it doesn't mean you stop caring about them. I don't have an issue with that. What I really have an issue with is getting our rear ends worn out like we did Saturday. So I'd like everybody to spend a little more time focusing on football. But I don't know if that's going to happen for Baylor this year. It's November. Their dreams are ruined. As you mentioned, we have a head coach who is likely one and done, and now they have 2 conference losses. There's not much for Baylor to aim for. And, of course, they'll be missing one of their key cogs this week, the running back Linwood, who is suspended for this game, although they do have plenty of depth at the running back position. Look at this graphic. You see Terrence Williams and JaMychal Hasty both capable of running the ball as much as Shock Linwood.
Yes, cause for concern that they absolutely could tune out the head coach and not much to play for. Now it's Oklahoma time. They've won 13 straight conference games. It's ready for their November offense. Perine and Mixon, both are going to play in the NFL. They sat out last week. Perine was injured. Mixon suspended. 4 November games last year with both. They averaged 46 points per game and 300 rushing yards a game.
Yeah, and that's what Oklahoma's capable of doing. That duo, all right, when they are clicking, and when Baker Mayfield all of a sudden now has a play action to work with, that Oklahoma's offense is as explosive as it gets in college football. They can put up points in bunches, particularly against worn-down defenses that allowed 62 points last week. Can you tell? I don't like the Bears very much in this one. And on this quote from Grobe, again, he's saying the right things about Shock Linwood, but it's just, you see these quotes one after the next and the next. They stand out to me as like red flag, red flag. Here's what he said about Linwood, quote, "I think there are some attitude issues right now. It's not anything major. He's just not been himself. He's not really been as focused as I think he needs to be, and he's in a tough situation. The whole team, Paulie, not as focused as they need to be, and that's not how you want to play Oklahoma."
Hey guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SBR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.